What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today's flow focuses on arm, shoulder, and core strength. Normally in my flows, I offer the option to skip your vinyasas, take a break in child's pose, do what you need to do. Today, I really encourage you to push yourself to take all or as many as you can of the vinyasas throughout the flow, since that is a really good upper body exercise. So that being said, I'm going to offer you guys a few modifications to make some of the poses a little bit more accessible if that's something that you need. Starting off, we spend a lot of time in high plank throughout this flow. So at any time in high plank, feel free to modify by dropping the knees down to the mat. Keep the core tight, shoulders over the wrists, and hips flat. Similarly, we have one sequence where we open up to a side plank. In order to modify this, simply keep the bottom knee on the ground as you open up to the side. To modify your vinyasas throughout the flow, again, starting in a traditional high plank, simply drop the knees down. Remember to keep the elbows close to your body, collarbones broad, as you lower halfway down for your chauranga. And then remember to tighten the legs and lift the knees again as you push to up dog. Roll over the toes and return to down dog. The last sequence that I'll go over in the video is done by walking the hands in and dropping the hips to malasana, yogi squat, and then walking the hands out about 3 paces and moving into 3 pike push-ups. If malasana is a little bit challenging for your hips or your knees, I recommend keeping the feet close together, walking the hands in to rise up to chair, then taking the hands out 3 paces and moving into your push-ups. So chair will reduce the bend in the knees and the hips and might be a little bit more comfortable. Begin standing in mountain pose towards the back of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Spread the toes. Try to distribute your weight evenly through your feet. Reach tall through the crown of your head. Engage the core, pulling the ribs in, and draw the shoulders down the back. Starting with the left arm, make big circles backwards. And then reverse directions. Left arm circles forward. Switching sides, big circles backwards with the right arm. And then reverse circle forward. Relax your arms down to the side. On an inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. On your exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart, gaze up, mini back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lean back. One more time, inhale, raise the arms. And exhale, cactus, open the heart. Inhale the arms up overhead, grow tall. On an exhale, lead with the heart, swan dive, forward fold. Take a moment here to shake out the hips, shake out the head. And when you're ready, walk your hands away from your feet, drop your knees, and find your way into tabletop. Hips are over the knees, shoulders are over the wrists. Really take a moment to spread the fingers wide, ground down through your palms and your fingertips. From here, we're going to move into scap push-ups, scapular push-ups. And the goal is to keep your core really tight. So this is not a cat-cow. We want to isolate our shoulder blades. So you're going to sink into your shoulders, trying to pinch your shoulder blades together in the middle of your back, and then push the mat away, separating the shoulder blades, rounding the upper back. So again, sink to bring the shoulder blades together, push, separate the shoulder blades apart. Try to keep the elbows strong here, so really just isolating your shoulder blades, moving just your shoulders up and down. Find your own pace here. Maybe you try a few circles, again moving just the shoulders. If you try one direction, try the other as well. And then find your way back to a neutral spine. And start rocking forward and back, bringing the shoulders in front of the fingertips, and then back to center. So just waking up the wrists here. Maybe you take your shoulders and make a big circle, getting into the sides of the wrists. Take 2 or 3 in one direction, and then reverse and circle the other way. From here, ground through the hands, tuck the toes, lift your hips up, down dog. This is the first one of the day, so really take a moment to shake it out. Maybe you pedal the feet, adjust your spacing. Just waking up the body here. Find your way back to stillness. And then walk your hands backwards towards your feet, finding your forward fold again. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Relax the head, relax the neck. On an inhale, bring the hands to the shins, rise up halfway with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. On an exhale, drop the arms out to the side, lowering them halfway down. Inhale, arms back up. Swan dive, forward fold. Walk your hands all the way out, coming into high plank. Take a moment here to, again, adjust your spacing. Make sure the shoulders are over the wrists. Spread the fingers, pull the ribs in, core tight. If you need to drop the knees here, you're always welcome to do so. Keep the shoulders in the same place. Core is still tight. From here, lower halfway down, elbows stay in close to the body, and push back up, high plank. From here, walk the hands all the way in, coming back to your forward fold. On an inhale, rise up, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Once again, walk the hands out, finding high plank. Take one full breath. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower halfway down. Press back up, high plank. Walk the hands back in, forward fold. On an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands out to the side. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, forward fold. One more time, walk your hands out, find your high plank. Take one full breath. On your next exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, push back up. Walk the hands in towards the feet. On an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Last time, exhale the arms out to the side. Inhale, upward salute. And swan dive, forward fold. From here, walk the hands out, drop the knees, finding your tabletop position. Untuck the toes and move into some cat and cow at your own pace. So on your inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your heart. Exhale, push the mat away, round the back. Inhaling for cow. Exhaling for cat. Take one more at your own pace. And then tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, find your down dog. From here, ripple forward, coming into high plank. And then root through the right hand. Take your toes pointing to the left, lift your left arm up, side plank. On an exhale, lower your left hand back down, coming into high plank. And then take it over to the other side. Root through the left hand, right arm extends up. Come back to center. From here, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Come onto the tops of the feet, straighten your arms, up dog. Send the hips up and back to down dog. Take 2 full breaths here. On an inhale, ripple forward, find high plank. Root through the right hand. Open your left arm up to the ceiling, side plank. And lower back through the middle. And over to the other side, right arm reaches up. Bring it back to high plank. Take your vinyasa and meet in down dog. Take 2 full breaths. When you're ready, we're going to flow through that sequence one more time, starting with our ripple forward to high plank. Root through the right hand, lift the left arm up to the sky. Exhale back through center. And inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale back to center. Inhale to prepare. And take your vinyasa. When you arrive in down dog, drop the knees, bring the big toes together, knees wide, sink the hips back to child's pose. Ground through the fingers, pull yourself forward, coming back into tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, find your down dog. In your down dog, take your feet wide to the edge of your mat and turn the toes out. From here, start to walk your hands towards your feet as you drop your hips, coming into Malasana, yogi squat. If this is too much on your knees or your hips, you can come into a higher squat position or keep the feet together and rise up to chair. From here, lift the hips, walk the hands out about 3 steps. So not all the way to down dog. You want to be on the balls of your feet in a pretty piked position. Hips are high. Take the hands shoulder width apart. And then bend the elbows, drop the top of the head to the mat, push back up. So 3 pike push-ups here. Going as low as you can. If your head doesn't come all the way to the mat, that's okay. And then walk your hands back in, drop the hips, yogi squat. Once again, walk the hands out about 3 times. Shoulder width apart, 3 pike push-ups. Keep the heels lifted here. Stay strong through the core. Walk your hands back in, yogi squat. 2 more times, just like that. So walk the hands out, 3 push-ups. And back to your squat. Last time at your own pace. And pause in yogi squat. From here, plant the hands, lift the hips, turn the toes forward, finding a semi-wide leg forward fold. Take a moment to grab opposite elbows. Maybe you take a little sway side to side, finding a ragdoll. And then from here, roll all the way up. Step the feet in, coming back to your mountain pose. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale to fold. Walk your hands out to your high plank. Take your vinyasa and meet in down dog. From here, ripple forward back to your high plank. Really take a moment to get strong through your core. And then beginning with your left hand, lower down onto your left elbow and then down onto your right elbow, coming into low plank. Take a breath here. Reverse the movement, plant the right hand, pushing up, followed by the left. Take that one more time. So left elbow down, right elbow down. Take a breath. Push up to high plank, right hand, left hand. Take your vinyasa and meet in down dog. When you arrive, take 2 full breaths. Taking that sequence one more time, ripple forward to high plank. This time begin with the right elbow. So lower down, right elbow, left elbow. Pause for a breath. And lift back up, left hand, right hand. One more time here, right elbow down, left elbow down, pause. Rise back up, left hand, right hand. Take your vinyasa and meet in down dog. Take 2 full breaths here. From here, rise up onto the toes, walk the feet towards your hands, and come into a squat position, keeping the heels lifted here. So a comfortable squat position, knees are close together. Moving into 3 donkey kicks here. Spread your fingers wide, root through the palms of your hands, and you can go as much or as little as you are comfortable with. But as you push through your hands, jump your hips high for a donkey kick and return to your squat. So 3 times here. And then walk the feet back to high plank. Flow through your vinyasa and meet in down dog. Once again, rise up onto the toes, step forward into your squat. Take 3 donkey kicks on your own time. Think about landing softly. And then step back to high plank, flow through your vinyasa, and meet in down dog. From here, drop the knees, untuck the toes, send the hips back to child's pose. When you're ready, come forward all the way onto your stomach. Place the forehead on the mat and take the hands out to the side, bring the elbows kind of into a W shape. So elbows are bent, palms face down. Palms are most likely right outside the edge of your mat. From here, lift the forearms, pinch the shoulder blades together behind the back. Lower back down. Inhale, pinch the shoulder blades. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. This time, keep the right hand on the ground, lift the left forearm up, and then extend the left arm straight overhead as much as you can. Bring it back to that W shape and lower down. Left arm again, lift up, pinch the shoulder blade, straighten the arm overhead, bring it back, and lower down. Move to the right side, arm lifts up, Straighten out as much as you can. Bring it back and lower down. One more time. This time take 2, moving both arms together. So lifting both arms up, elbows bent. Keep them as lifted as you can as you extend forward overhead. Bring them back to a W and lower down. One more time. From here, take the hands next to the ribs. Maybe windshield wiper the feet side to side. Take whatever other movements feel good. And then find your way to child's pose. This is where we'll conclude our practice today. Feel free to stay here as long as you need. Take whatever other movements feel good. Or maybe you come onto your back and take a moment in Shavasana.